I guess I've always been dancing. My parents always tell me, like, when I was like 2 or 3, I'd be dancing around the house anytime there was music on. So I think my official training started at age 8, which would make that 14 years. My family has been amazing. Dance is really expensive, and it's time consuming, you know, and like you can only get better at dancing by dancing. So I always was in the studio, and they paid for that, and they took me to and from that. So I had incredible parents. My peers were always awesome. We always hosted little shows in my garage in my neighborhood and stuff like that because they were involved in the arts. Dance was kind of my thing, but I was best friends with like a singer and a screenwriter and a photographer, and so the arts were like really prevalent in my childhood. You have to be confident, you know. You have to be confident. You have to at least act like you know what you're talking about, or at least be passionate about what you're talking about, so that people around you are like they do the same, that they exude their passion. And so confidence came in that way, I think. Yeah, teaching had a big part to do with it. I think my best advice for any dancer is to always be dancing, because you learn a lot and you remember why you love it. You know, you can be in the studio as much as you want, but if you can't go into your room and have like a 5-minute jam sesh to yourself, why are you doing it? You know, and I think most dancers get into the field because they love it. And I think that love gets lost sometimes within the practice, just because of how difficult it is and how tedious and how long it is. And sometimes you don't see results right away, and that can be really defeating. But if you remember why you started, and you're just constantly doing that and accessing that, you'll go really far. It's not about how long you're dancing for. You know, some girls start at 3 and dance their entire lives, and it's amazing. But it's really about your hard work. You know, like I didn't start technically training until probably about age 14. And so I was really late to the game. But now I dance with a technical dance company, and I think it's because I had people pushing me and being like, you need to catch up. You need to make up for lost time. I was always dancing, and yeah, that's my best advice.